So the most important takeaway from the mountain cryosphere and groundwater session, I think, was that we're very certain that mountain groundwater will change in the future under climate change. However, in many regions, we simply don't know which direction this change will be, whether groundwater will increase or decrease, and the implications of this for stream flow. Really crucial that as a community of hydrogeologists, we address this challenge to provide this information to decision makers to develop robust adaptation strategies.
Well, we learned that in nearly all countries around the world, there are severe groundwater problems that need hydrogeologists to address them. And in nearly all countries, there's a lack of hydrogeologists and a lack of educational opportunities. But fortunately, what we learned, which was I think most important, was when you look around the globe and you ask the question, are there any countries that have enough well-educated hydrogeologists? And everything to do with hydrogeology is in fact well-organized and well-funded. And the answer is there are such examples, and we can use them. And we need to find them, to frame them properly so that everybody around the world knows that if you want success, you can have it, if you convince governments to actually put the resources into it.
I mean, the topic of the session was reversing the trend of depletion of groundwater resources in national and transboundary aquifers. So definitely was very much interesting to look at how the lack of capacity of science to talk to policymakers and to come in the international diplomatic agenda on water resources was really clearly shared by all the panelists and the experts there.
I guess it was very important to see what lessons we learned during the last decades, 30 years and so on. So there was a lot of progress in terms of groundwater remediation technologies, but even more important, also monitoring technologies, subsurface characterization and so on. And this all will help us to prevent, hopefully, contaminations in the future and also to manage the already existing pollutions in the long term.
I think our session emphasized or confirmed the importance of projects like deep geothermal energy, heat storage, and CO2 sequestration. It emphasized really the complexity of enacting those measures. So the main message seems to be the need for data to support careful planning, decision-making, to make sure these technologies work for the future.
Our session was on the state of groundwater research. So the key message I think that came out of our session was that the future of groundwater research is vibrant, but that we need to be, I think, smarter about the problems that we tackle. So a good forecast for the future of groundwater research. Certainly what came through loudly was the need for different methodologies and techniques and tools for collecting data, more data. We also touched on communication, that we have a lot more work to do on communicating confidently and boldly as a groundwater community.